And there's an Enchantress ban. That strange pig-like grunt coming out of her. So, very fast bans coming out of here, actually. Enchantress got some great early aggression. She's a good jungler. We're also going to see a Lycan ban. Don't really need to discuss that. I discussed it in the other game. Then we're seeing a Chen, a Darkseer, and a Naga. Chen got some good push. Darkseer, he's got a ton of team fight. Naga, same thing. She's got tons of team fight. The ult allows you to just destroy things. And then a Nature's Prophet is going to be the very first pick. And oh my, I just realized that CC is Jesus. This is the team I wanted to play. Little cheese Jesus face. But we're going to see Leshrac picked up right away. He's got some very good push with that Edict, as we saw in the last game. He was able to just do tons of damage. And then we're going to see a Broodmother Invoker. Broodmother got some good lane bullying. Invoker got a huge plethora of spells he can bring to the table. Allows him to just start firing spells off. And then the Tinker, he's got the global presence with the March, or he can just go Laser Rocket. Although I don't know how it would useful that would be in this game. And then we're going to see a Tidehunter picked up for the Ravage teamfight ability. And then a Sand King to counter for the team fight. I wouldn't be surprised if we would see either a Bounty Hunter or even maybe a Slardar picked up because of the Ghost Walk and the Broodmother. And the Sand King. Oh, wow. 3 stealth. Yeah, I would definitely picture either a Slardar or a Bounty Hunter being picked up. We're going to see a Queen of Pain banned out just for that AoE nuke. The Scream is huge. The Sonic Wave is huge. And then Veno, I think that's a little bit of H2O being a little upset because they were talking about how they were up against a Veno in their last game and they just couldn't push in. His counter push ability with the Venomous Gale, with the poison wards, with the poison auto attacks is just huge. He can do a lot of damage, actually. Venomous Gale, best level 1 slow in this game. If you catch somebody in your jungle at level 1, like doing a level 1 roam, you will kill them, pretty much, as long as you've got other people. Then we're going to see a Shadow Demon banned out, mostly to prevent that Disruption Sunstrike combo that has become... we haven't seen it a whole lot lately, but that's because it's been banned out. But they're just going to go ahead and ban that out. It is very powerful. And then a Morphling's going to be banned out, just a good hard carry. Lone Druid's going to be picked up. He's going to be a great solo lane, so we're probably going to see this Lesh and Tide in some kind of tri-lane with their 5th pick. And then Tinker will be mid, Lone Druid will be the long lane solo. And you were supposed to update. There you go. You did. Just didn't close the starboard options. And just waiting for the 4th pick. They're putting a lot of thought into this. They didn't ban out either Bounty Hunter or Slardar. So that could be the 5th pick, actually. They could be doing a tri-lane with Leshrac, Tidehunter, Slardar, or Bounty Hunter. With, obviously the Slardar or the Bounty Hunter getting the farm. And then it would be a great counter up against all 3 of these stealthers. If they go like Ricky and who else has stealth? Nyx. Ricky Nyx. I'm gonna laugh. Team stealth. And nobody chit-chatting. Close Facebook. So then, they're digging into a lot of their reserve time, putting a lot of thought into I imagine a lot of thought is going to be put into these last 3 picks. So we're going to have to see. And hopefully it's not because someone disconnected. That'd be unfortunate. Nope, we're going to see an Enigma picked up, some more team fight. They do have a fair amount of team fight now. They've got the Epicenter, they got the Black Hole, they've got Invoker. He can definitely contribute some stuff. He can drop meteors onto the Black Hole, Tornado, EMP, stuff like that. He can do tons of damage. So, come on. Make me look good. Slardar or Bounty Hunter. Do it. You know you wanna. You got the Lone Druid to help carry. He can go like Radiance, AC. The Slardar can even build an AC himself. And I don't know what the last pick for the H2O will be. I mean, you've got your Broodmother for your solo, Invoker for your mid, someone to go with Sand King. We're actually going to go with a Rubik. I don't mind Rubik. I guess you can just pick up, like, Dust, Sentries, Gem. There is ways to counter it. The Slaughter would just have been a fun pick. But the Rubik will allow you to steal stuff like Black Hole, the Epicenter, Sunstrike even, Tornado, Meteor, Ice Wall, EMP. List goes on and on and on and on. Burrow Strike. And they're going to go with a Keeper, actually. So they're going to go for a huge nuke. The Illuminate, very powerful, as we saw in that last game, does tons of damage, long range. And again, he can just fit in. So I imagine we'll see Keeper with the Sand King, and the Sand King will probably be the one getting the farm. So, up here for H2O, we've got Baus on the Keeper of the Light, Mengjia on the Invoker, Bonsai Bomb is Gubimo on the Enigma, Jocario on the Sand King, Meatzors on the Broodmother, and then we got Pazuzu on the Tidehunter, or Tinker, the Pudges on the Rubik, Akatora on the Leshrac, Hads on the Lone Druid, and Nez on the Tidehunter. That is not a giant fish man. Got that. It's been sorted out. Just a little good luck, have fun's being thrown out here. And warden this pull camp. So, although, looks like it might be a solo Tide with a Lone Druid Leshrac Rubik Trilane? But I don't know if the Lone Druid, or are we just going to see a lot of roaming out of this Rubik Leshrac? We're going to see a smoke right away by them. Invis Rune is up top, or bottom, sorry. So you're going to see them stealth in here. You've got this Tinker mid. This Invoker could be in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have a salve. He doesn't really have anything to allow him to escape. And they've still got some time on their smoke. We're going to see a Telekinesis right up. And Splitter's going to land. Laser's going to go out. And that is a dead Invoker. Rubik gets the last hit on that. So we see Tidehunter soloing up against this Enigma, actually. So we're doing kind of a jungle tri-lane. Burrow Strike onto the Tidehunter. Illuminate's going to come through as well. He's going to try and eat his way through the trees. He's going to start salving up. Actually, it's going to get canceled. Burrow Strike's going to go through again. Another Anchor Smash, and Keeper of the Light's going to finish that off. Leshrac's going to come on down now. And Sand King's going to salve and Clarity up. We're going to see a Sentry being dropped. But no Telekinesis. So they're just basically doing that so that they can harass this Broodmother. Looks like Rubik's going to be landing with the Lone Druid. And see an Enigma kind of intercepting the wave here. And we are going to see actually Tidehunter coming forward. Leshrac is down here as well. So they're just doing a classic 2-2-1 up against this jungle tri-lane. Kind of a pseudo tri-lane. Actually, Split Earth onto the Enigma. Anchor Smash is going to go down on him. No Gush yet. Sunstrike does not land. And that was actually just to ward them away. Gush is now skilled. And Rubik, where did you go? You're doing some more roaming. So we're going to reform a tri-lane down here. Leshrac using the Edict, doing a ton of damage. Doesn't actually land his stun on the Keeper of the Light, but he's going to get Telekinesis. He's going to get gushed. Burrow Strike's going to go through. Leshrac's going to get the last hit on that. Sand King's in some trouble now. Split Earth actually lands on the Sand King. He's going to go down. Anchor Smash doesn't need vision of you. So we've got a 3-for-1 early score. Jesus, having some good luck. least I do believe that is what they officially... Shrink it down. Seeing the lone druid actually going super aggressive. He drops another sentry. He is looking for a kill on this broodmother. But he doesn't get an entangle. Will he get the... nope, she just goes stealth, dodges that last hit. See a Sunstrike onto the Rubik, actually. But we're going to see a telekinesis onto the Keeper of the Light, and Leshrakt's going to finish that off. Tidehunter just throwing some Anchor Smashes out, and I'm actually kind of surprised that he's going for levels in Gush rather than the Anchor Smash. Normally when you see a farming Tidehunter, he goes for very fast Anchor Smash levels that he can just AoE down, especially up against this Enigma. Be able to just annihilate those Eidolons. That's the word I'm looking for. We're going to see a Wander maybe over by this Enigma and the Sand King. Looking to get this Tinker. He's going to find an illusion up top here. He's going to throw down some marches just to kind of cover his tracks. And unfortunately, Enigma's just going to go up. Looks like he's just going to jungle up top here. Lone Druid just kind of farming away. Getting the odd spider when he can. Broodmother's going to send those into the jungle, get herself some farm. Tidehunter actually comes up here. This sentry timed out, so I don't know what they're looking to do. There is this one up here. And they can now see the brood, but Tide wasn't in position, so... Again, not too sure what exactly they're looking to do. Rubik's going to TP down bottom here. And Illuminate's going to come through... Or no, actually, Lone Druid's going to come down here. I don't know why I thought purple was Rubik. They're actually going to do a tri-lane with this Lone Druid. How is that not shrunk yet? Sorry, things have been quieted down a little bit, so I am alt-tabbing a little bit just to keep an eye on the chat. I think I shrink it pretty soon here. But anyways, we're going to see a ward actually be thrown down. And Invoker is just going to keep on going. He's actually going to get telekinesis up to high ground. Split Earth misses him, but they're going to drop a March on top of him. What level of March is this? It's level 2 March, and they're going to also Edict him. Oh, this is so bad for this Invoker. I feel bad for him. And they're just going to pile in some auto attacks. The Illuminate's going to come through, and they're actually going to save him. But they unfortunately don't have anything that's going to be able to get him down from there. Someone going to give him a TP scroll. We're going to see an Illuminate being channeled. It's going to come through as well. Horses! Oh god, the horses! They want this Invoker. Another March is going to be going down. Is Edict up again? There you go. Tinker finishes off. Sunstrike going through. Not going to actually get anything. That's a little bit of some silliness. There you go. Yeah. Banner's nice and shrunk now. I apologize for the starboard banner. The sizing on my XSplit, because I have it, the window actually reduced down, so it's a little hard to judge what exactly is a good size. And we're actually seeing Coddle sitting in the mid lane here. We're going to see a Cold Snap. Oh, and unfortunately, the doesn't stop him enough for the Sunstrike. He did take a ton of damage from that Illuminate and the Cold Snap. Another sentry being dropped down. They're trying to keep this Broodmother crushed down, but she's got her Soul Ring. She's got her old Poor Man's. And a Split Earth on just the creep split. Oh, that's going to be a dead Enigma. Or Leshrac, sorry. Spawn Spiderlings is going to come up through, finish that off. Very good Malefice to keep the Leshrac inside of the Illuminate. Very good job. We're seeing a 42 and 12. How's last hits going? 43 and 12 on the Lone Druid. We got 36 and 8 on the Tinker. He's up against a 14 and 3 Invoker, and I actually just heard that Burrow Strike. They finish off the Rubik up here. And so, I mean, Lone Druid is crazy amounts of last hits. And just some more Illuminates coming through. Keeper's just going to limp away. And the Broodmother just kind of doing her thing, working towards her treads. And how much gold do we have on this Lone Druid? Only 800, but he's got himself boots on both himself and the bear. He's got the Orb of Venom. Probably looking to get the Radiance next. And he's actually keeping himself out of his ultimate form just so that he can have the range. He is up against a lot of, or at least a fair amount of range. So we're going to see an Edict push through on here. They do have Glyph to burn. They might want to do this, or they're just going to let this take a ton of damage. So it's all, drops it below half. It's down to like 25%. Oh, the Illuminate's going to come through, do a ton of damage to the Leshrac. He's just going to salve himself up. Very good Sand King Sandstorm dodge. And there is an Illusion Rune up top. The Tidehunter, he's got his max Anchor Smash now. And unfortunately, her spiders are not in lane with her. Very good job by the Broodmother. Just kind of constantly sending them around. And actually, Ravage is going to be popped to try and finish off. We're going to see Dusk be popped. Enigma gets a kill on the Tidehunter. We're going to see Rubik in a ton of trouble here, trying to finish off this Broodmother. He's just going to have to limp away. Sunstrike. Come on, you know you want to. Ah, they don't have vision of him. Oh! Actually, Sand King's going to find him. Burrow Strike's going to... And one auto attack to finish that off. And the Rubik just... What? Tons of pings coming out. What is going on? So we're seeing some great engages from both sides. They're going to actually pop a glyph on this bottom tower. Stop the Lone Druid. Push is going to come through on this top. But the spiders are coming through on forward. Going to intercept the creep wave. Tidehunter actually going to... eat a Malefice. He's going to drop a Gush on the Enigma. Soul Ring popped by the Broodmother. Or it looks like. And Buckler is being cast as well. So, oh, it's so close. It is probably going to get denied, though. Yeah, there goes. Deny it! For the love of God! Oh, there you go. Rubik gets the deny. It always freaks me out when I see a tower get so low. And Illuminate, just gonna push the waves out, get him a bit of farm. So he is actually going to finish his Tranquil Boots, and now he's gonna start saving up. Burrow Strike away, Split Earth misses on the Coddle. And Lesh is actually got 3 levels in Split Earth. Normally not going for a totally maxed Edict first build. Rather get that extra damage out of the stun. And Tinker's going to bottle up this regen. So I think the big thing is this Lone Druid is farming like crazy. He's 66 and 21. 56 and 8 on the Tinker as well. So they've got a whole lot of more farm, and the kills are pretty much even. So if you look at the gold graph, it's pretty much dead even. Experience is ever so slightly. So there's a slight radiant gold advantage, slight dire experience advantage. Not a huge deal. Lone Druid gets the last hit on this bottom tower. So far they've gone 1 for 1, but this tower was denied. This one was actually last hit. And their awesome mechanized spider courier that is now a hovercraft. And the March coming through. Is he going for the max March build? He is actually going a rather strange rockets and then March. I guess it could work. The rocket's great for harassing. And he's got the pieces of a soul ring now. He's got himself his boots of travel as well. Sand King's basically got nothing. He's been playing supported. Keeper of the Light. Actually, we're going to see a Ravage onto the Invoker. I just caught that in time. See a Gush on the Keeper as well. Sand King's in some trouble. He gets dusted, actually. Illuminate's going to come through. Tinker actually gets the kill on the Sand King. They finish off the tower mid, and the Enigma finishes off the Rubik, who kind of got caught out. That was a Rubik for an Invoker, Sand King, and a tower. Broodmother, they pop Glyph just to stop her. Are we going to see some TP supports? Looks like it. Tinker's going to warp in here with his Boots of Travel. So he's got himself a Soul Ring. He's going to look to get most likely a Force Staff. We're going to see Rubik teleport down bottom. 2k gold already on the Lone Druid. So he's creeping closer and closer to that Relic. Making good time too so far. The Invoker's got nothing. He's looking to get a Bracer. Probably going for a Drum. But he unfortunately is only 19 and 3 for last hits. It's a shame, really. We got 10s all across the board. DD Rune up top here. Who's going to pick that one up? Is Tinker going to bottle that up? Looks like he is. Sorry, a bit of a yawn. Actually, Rubik's going to find Sand King. Rock is going to go through, but the Sandstorm just cancels that out. Enigma actually eats a rocket, and it looks like Invoker did as well. And we're going to see March just going to push this lane forward. And Tinker just kind of doing his thing. Broodmother is going to get caught out, dusted. She's got Pulse Nova. Edict going as well. Tidehunter gets the last hit on that with an Anchor Smash. And they're going to look to take this tier 1 top. And already we see the Enigma, the Coddle coming through. Black Hole is up. Illuminate being channeled. It's going to come through. Not really hit any heroes, but it's going to wipe out the creep wave. Next one's going to come through, though. Glyph is going to be popped to stop the Edict damage. And, oh, Illuminate's going to do so much damage to this Leshrac. Sand King drops the Epicenter, only really gets the Leshrac. Rubik goes down in the meantime. Enigma gets caught as well. He dies to March. Keeper finishes off the Tidehunter. Sand King and Invoker both super, super low. But Tinker is forced to just run away. And in the meantime, Lone Druid just farming away. Up to 3k gold. So that was not worth it. And Keeper just using Illuminate to farm the jungle now. Looks like he's going for a very fast pipe. Stop the Ravage, stop the Leshrac, the Tinker. And we've just got a Basilius so far on the Tidehunter. He hasn't been farming all that great either. Really, the Tinker's got his Force Staff finished. So he could go for like a Sheep Stick or a Shivas now. He's starting to put levels in the Laser. I'm keeping an eye on this Lone Druid. Spirit Form's going to be popped by Keeper of the Light. He actually calls forward Sand King. They smoke up Invokers here as well. So Lone Druid's in some trouble. He's only got 900 HP. He doesn't have that extra 400 health. Blinks Burrow Strike through onto the Lone Druid. He tries to pop his ultimate form, but a Deafening Blast, a Cold Snap, and a Meteor drops him down very quickly. Tinker actually pops an Invis rune, but they know where he is roughly, and the Illuminate hits him so much damage. And Leshrac, in the meantime, takes down this top tower. So they got some kills in exchange. And Brood actually apparently went down. When did that happen? Leshrac apparently gets a kill on the Broodmother. And we're going to see them look for a tier 2 push as well. Tinker's going to come forward, drop a March. Black Hole is still down. Spirit Form's down for like another 10 seconds. And Invoker coming through as well. Sand King Epicenter is up. So they could look to do a huge team fight. Unless, of course, they catch... Oh, he's being spotted by this ward. But they instead just decide to go up. Malefice, Sunstrike, a Cold Snap. That Tidehunter gets just wrecked. Sunstrike is stolen by the Rubik. They get the Invoker. Invoker buys back. Leshrac goes down to the Epicenter. So they did force a buyback. Got a pair of kills. They did get the Invokers. And that sent him back even more. And considering he hasn't been farming very well to begin with. And Lone Druid still just sitting down here. He's got the Relic on the Courier, I'm guessing? Yeah, he's got Relic already, so he's about 1250 away from 1200 from finishing that Radiance. Then he'll probably go for like an AC. Malefice being dropped on the Tidehunter, Gush on him as well. And the Malefice was mostly just that he couldn't pop Ravage. They're going to smoke up and look to get the Lone Druid, it looks like. Bear's going to not scout them because they're smoked. But there was a bunch of pings, so the Lone Druid knows that something's going on. And he just runs into the trees. Tinker TPing up top here. And we're going to see a counter smoke drawn on the map. Leshrac, Rubik, and Tide. They still do have Ravage. And I hear a Brood. There's the Brood. They're going to find the Coddle. He's going to just get decimated. He pops Pipe. It doesn't help him at all. And Sand King Burrow Strikes away. They're going to force staff the Bear forward. Split Earth misses. They're still hunting for him. Burrow Strike stolen. That's going to be a kill for the Tinker. Finish it off with the laser. And I agree, Tinker. Laser beams are much better than magic. See a tier 2 push here, most likely. Black Hole is up, but this is just going to get destroyed. Just goes down. Enigma trying to get the deny there. Gush didn't actually go on the Brood. She managed to just barely disjoint it with the webs. So Tidehunter denies the middle tower here. So that's 2 towers that have been denied. They've taken 4. I don't believe a single one of them was denied. Rubik just looking to... Oh, he steals Mana Leak. I think he was hoping for an Illuminate. Tinker's going to teleport up top here. And looks like Rubik brought himself a wand. Tidehunter working towards that hood and then an eventual pipe. And last hitting with Gush. Yeah! Let's use our huge slow and armor reduction to get a last hit. About 200 gold away from getting that Radiance. That'll be a huge pickup. Then they'll look to do some big team fights. Tinker, in the meantime, gets a kill on the Invoker. I am just missing kills all over the place this game. Illuminate being channeled, just, again, wants to keep pushing this out. Doesn't want the wave to be up where they can start diving them. Leshrac coming in from the side. We're going to heat. Malefice actually was stolen. Entangle onto the Enigma. He's going to drop a Midnight Pulse. Malefice onto the Tidehunter. And Sand King Burrow strikes away, but he is in the Edict range, and he is going to go down to Edict. Keeper of the Light finds himself a regen rune. And there you go. That's the Radiance recipe. And most likely we're going to see a tier 2 push. He's going to pop Spirit Form, start channeling this Illuminate, back himself up, come forward, do a good amount of damage to this Leshrac. They are starting to get tankier, so it's not quite as much of an impact. Ogre Club is picked up on the Leshrac. He's taking some tower shots, though. Glyph is going to be popped. Gush goes down on the Invoker. Rubik manages to steal Cold Snap. And they are just going to back it up, I think. The Radiant recipe is still sitting in the stash. So we will have to see what comes of that. Well, when he actually decides to go pick it up. There you go. He's sending it to himself now. How's Broodmother doing? She's got herself her second Oblivion Staff. Nearly finished that Orchid. That'll allow her to pick off the Leshrac, the Tinker, the Rubik, the Tidehunter. Not so much. He will be able to Kraken Shell that. Plus, he is incredibly tanky. 1,300 health right now. He's got himself his headdress. He's got himself the hood. So he is about 800 gold from, or about 750 gold, I guess, from finishing that pipe. Great pickup for them. And there you go. Orchid finished on the Brood. She's got herself her Soul Ring as well. Sand King, he's basically got nothing. He's got himself his Arcanes. That's about it. This Invoker also has absolutely, like, pretty much nothing. We got a Mech. We got a Soul Ring on the Enigma as well. And the Rubik sitting on not a whole lot as himself. And Tinker is just getting kills all over the place. I am missing them all. We're going to see a push here. Cold Snap onto the Keeper of the Light. He's going to pop the pipe, but he's going to get entangled. And there you go. Tier 2 down as well. Enigma's going to come forward. He gets Ravaged. He gets Split Earth. He wanted to drop himself a Black Hole. And that is going to be the entire team. Double kill for a monster kill for the Tinker. Double kill for the Lone Druid. That was just a rough engagement. And that's going to be a tier 3, probably Rax. Sand King is up. Epicenter is up. And they just call GG. H20 quits out. They say we allowed them to get a Radiance. They've got a ton of team fight. They can steal our team fight. So another very fast game. So we'll just watch this. Wait for them to finish it up. The Keeper of the Light. And Jesus makes it on to the next round. I'm gonna have to yell at Kenny for giving me such quick games. Gush on the Sand King. He's gonna disjoint. The Brood saying he wants the Mech Courier. And Lone Druid gets a kill on the Keeper of the Light. They're just, oh, a Black Hole. And, oh, he goes down. Epicenter on the Tidehunter. And, Sunstrike finishes off the Leshrac as he tries to TP out. He is not happy about that one. But the Keeper of the Light and the Evoker have both already quit out. And there goes the Sand King. So Brood and Enigma both sitting in here. Hopefully they quit out, because Would be nice if they could quit out 30 seconds without anyone on the enemy team being connected. You automatically get a victory. And just the Broodmother. Broodmother holding this together. Oh, man. This Broodmother's going to carry this game. Pops his ult. Pops the Orchid on the Rubik. He can't cast spells. He can't telekinesis her. There you go. Telekinesis. Run away! Spawn Spiderlings gets him anyways. And now the Brood got a kill. So we just gotta wait for 30 seconds. And there you go. It'll be all done. Jesus is gonna move on to round 3. Well played by them. I will say the Tinker did a really good job. The Lone Druid farmed like a beast. And they basically just kept pressure going. Bought items to help control what the Dire team was bringing to the table. And there you go. So I was Blightwind. This was another round 2 game within the Gosu qualifiers. Go to gosugamers.net for all of the gaming needs you need. Not even just Dota. They've got StarCraft. They've got Diablo 3 if you still play that. They've got Han. They've got League, I think. They've got everything you could possibly want. So, make sure to tune in for round 3. Check out some of the other streams. I know Shiver, I do believe, is streaming. I don't know who else is, but I'm sure you can find VODs of the other games as well. And see you all. Stay tuned to the stream, and I will bring you round 3, hopefully very quickly.